Throughout our Western blot protocol, we will need to make and use several different solutions. For example, those used in the gel run, the transfer, the blocking step, the dilution of the antibodies, and for washing the membrane. For each of these solutions, we will typically use a base buffer of either phosphate-buffered saline, known as PBS, or tris-buffered saline, also called TBS. PBS and TBS are the two most commonly used base buffers throughout the whole Western blot workflow, and it's useful to know when you should use each of them. The buffer that you will choose depends on your particular proteins of interest and the antibodies that you are using. We recommend that you compare whether TBS or PBS gives you the best signal and the lowest background, specifically for your targets and antibodies. We also recommend that the same base buffer is used throughout the whole protocol, and particularly for blocking and washing the membrane. If you do experience any high background issues, please consult Good Western's Gone Bad, our troubleshooting guide, which is linked in the summary. Although TBS and PBS-based blocking buffers are often interchangeable and can be quite similar in performance, we still recommend that you test both to ensure that you choose the best one for your targets. Generally speaking, most antibodies are QC'd in TBS. And additionally, it is important to know that PBS-based solutions are not recommended when you are investigating post-translational phosphorylation of a protein. In this case, the anti-phosphoprimary antibody may competitively bind not only to the phosphate groups on the target protein, but also to those present in the PBS-based buffer, and this can significantly reduce the target-specific signal. TBS-based buffers are therefore recommended for any detection of post-translational phosphorylations. In addition to the TBS or PBS base, membrane blocking solutions also contain a blocking agent, which is used to block the empty spaces on the membrane. This can be either exogenous protein or non-protein compounds in the case of protein-free blocking buffers. Blocking agents and buffers together will form a blocking solution, and this is a mixture which will block the charges on the membrane that would otherwise attract primary and secondary antibodies. Please note that detergents should not be added to the solution at this step. You will learn more about why this is from Jessica in the upcoming best practices lessons. But in our next lesson, we'll look at the options you have for choosing a blocking agent.